So, this is actually like a week after we've seen episode 12, the finale of Volume 4, just, I don't know, disclaimer. So we've always had a week of like, to process what happened and whatnot, and this is not right after the episode. Just a quick thank you for the 2,000 subs, that's pretty neat. We'll be doing more theory videos, and just more highly edited content in between the gap between Volume 4 and 5. But now let's talk about Chapter 12, the finale. Probably go in order would be nice. So we have the fight with the big old Nuka-Lavi, my favourite Grimm, who ended up being a bit of a farce in a way because of his inflatable flailing arms.
Like, it was creepy, but like...
It wasn't as strong as I thought it
no,
was.
I was expecting someone to die.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't think that needs to happen every season. I know that Volume 3 kind of set up that expectation. It was like, oh, characters are going to die. It's like, I was fine that nobody died, but I feel like it was too easy. Like, they did really well.
Yeah.
But just the way that they built up this creature that had basically destroyed whole villages throughout the region.
Yeah. And the villages, like, that were protected, and then they get killed Ren's dad, and it was all like...
Yeah. Like, it was nice that he got to kill it and stuff.
Yeah, but it was...
I felt like, I feel like they should have got some... There should have been some extra element on top of what happens to give them the edge. Not the silver-eyed thing, because that happened at the end of Volume 3, so that would have been kind of annoying. But just something on top of what they already had. Like,
I think it would have been cool if they'd like dropped Crowin as like another like thing. I know he was pretty much down and out, but like it would have been nice to have like the sort of Nuka-Lavi not even know that he was about, and then all of a sudden, bam!
I don't think he would have.
But he does like something very minor that gives them an edge.
Yes, I feel like the most likely thing would have been Raven.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we got the confirmation at the end of, we'll just briefly jump to that Kuroyuri was now being claimed by bandits. The sign for Kuroyuri had a bandits thing on it, which obviously we know that's probably Raven's tribe. So she has been going wherever it's been going and taking advantage of the destruction it causes.
Yeah.
Which is obviously she was in the area, so like I don't know. I feel like she could have helped.
But it's like I think we're meant to know that she could have helped.
Yeah, I guess. So she's really not like she's not a morally...
Mum of the year.
She's not a like morally grey character. But she doesn't support Salem either. She's obviously just for herself and her tribe sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a bit of I think maybe they did build it up so much that I was just expecting like the most epic battle, and for like there had to be something crazy for them to beat it. Whereas in the end, it just ended up really.
It was strategic.
Yeah, it was strategic, which is nice, but like I feel like strategic should work against something that's not as spooky and infamous as that thing was being built up to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like it was obvious the main kind of player in it was Pyrrha, weirdly enough, with the shield.
Yeah.
Like, which was really nice. I think I actually remember saying that in the reactions, like little assist from Pyrrha.
Yeah.
Which was quite nice that her shield, well not her shield, but like the golden shit from her weapons were so effective. But like, we never actually seen. I guess, and that was another upgrade he got added when he got the whole suit. But it's a bit weird that we had no idea about it.
Yeah.
What I would have really liked is that if RWBY had upgraded that, because she builds her own weapons. It would have been kind of nice if they'd had something like that, and just to remind the audience like RWBY is really like a freaking engineer in weapons. She's not just a hole for them. It was good when her face when she seen it was great. She's like, yes.
I was unclear. Like, was it just that sword that was able to cut it up?
Yeah, it was about
because
it was
like
really
every single cut had to be done by that sword, right? Except for right at the end.
Yeah, where they weakened it quite significantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was like because obviously when his sword hits it initially, it doesn't do anything. So I don't know if there was maybe something in the gold of Pyrrha's armor that's pretty effective against Grimm, but again, we have no idea.
Yeah.
That's just me guessing.
It's theory.
Yeah. So it was good, but like, yeah, I do feel like the Nuka-Lavi kind of. think it doesn't help that since there's been so many stupid gifs of it being an inflatable tube monster, that maybe has saturated my view of it quite a lot in the last week, because that's all I can think of now.
The video when they charge like one of the inflatable things and just slap it about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as much as it was good, like I think it was so set up that I was expecting more, so I probably built myself up too much. Then we had, that was actually most of the episode.
Yeah.
It was nice for Ren and Nora to have finally become canon. I don't think there's any debate about them being canon now.
I don't know, they could still slip it away.
I think it'd be stupid though.
It's possible, like...
It'd be stupid though.
They can do that, I think. I think that could be just like, bonding as friends. But like... yeah, I think it's going that way, definitely.
I think it's going that way. Like, I think it's canon, but I mean, yeah, like I don't know why they wouldn't take it. They would take that away. Like they work so well together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really nice. Like probably one of the nicest parts of the finale. Then we jumped to a really really long monologue from old RWBY, because
yeah, that was such a long monologue.
They've got to Haven at long last, which confuses the hell out of me that it took them that long when Oscar got there so quickly. But people have been saying it's timelines. The timelines are all over, like they're all different. But I don't know. I feel like maybe Team Ranger should have just jumped on a train if there's still trains. But then we wouldn't have had Volume 4.
Was Oscar?
Yeah.
Was he, like, where was he to start with?
We don't know. That's true. We don't.
So
know.
he could have literally been
like a bit away,
like
the outskirts. Yeah,
just
I guess.
in the outskirts.
I guess.
And then that would we don't actually know.
Yeah, no. It just seemed a bit weird
that
it took them as long as it did. But yeah, if the timelines are all over the place, then I guess we can't ever really know how long it took anyone to get anywhere.
How long if the timelines are all over the place? How long do you think it took for Weiss to leave?
I don't know, because I'm guessing like from her going back to. We don't know how long it was after the fall of Beacon. Like
that's true.
I think it was supposed to be like someone said 3 to 6 months, but then they kind of dismissed that when people started questioning that timeline, because then it was like, well, what the hell's Blake been doing for 3 to 6 months? Because she's only just got on a boat to Menagerie, so what's she been doing for 3 to 6 months? Yeah. So yeah, that I don't know. So I guess going into timeline makes things super complicated, so it's probably best to avoid it. But
the way I like to think is we started the volume together and we ended together.
Yeah.
And like so.
What? We started the volume at the same time.
At the same time, and there was a little bit of some were getting ahead of others throughout, but now we're resynced.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I the monologue was good to get much more of an extent of what RWBY was actually feeling, because for most of the season she's never actually really said how she's felt about what's going on.
Yeah. So
it was nice for her to find like, yeah, the world is really shit. I should have realised that before, and it was very hasty to just go out, because like they could have all died without Crow's intervention.
I feel right. I understand that they're like that RWBY's like his niece. Yes. That's the word. But I feel as though being sort of the head of the resistance group.
Who, Crow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel as though he could be doing better things with his time.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess, but I do kind of like... But we don't know, man. RWBY could be the key to everything. We don't know.
Yeah, but a bit of a cliche.
I know. Yeah. I know, I don't want any of them to become maidens. Other than maybe Weiss. I don't want that any more than that.
Oh god. Then she
She's a target, yeah.
No, because like then her sister would be Winter and she would be Winter. It's just not.
I don't know what I'm doing with Blake.
I know. I turned Ruby's body around like a while ago. It's like a napkin. No.
Actually, it does look a bit weird. It's like a bib now. Yeah. So the monologue was really good, but again, it took up a lot of the episode.
Yeah.
It did give me feelings though. The best thing about the whole monologue, I'm using Blake as like a pointer now. The best
thing about the monologue was Let's do this.
The microphone. The best thing about the monologue was obviously you, because you were saying the monologue. Stop it. Yeah, the best thing about the monologue was the music underneath it, which tends to be one of the best things about RWBY is the music. The switch between all the different characters, where it had like Weiss's theme, new theme, the one that she sang at the concert. There was like an orchestral version of that, and then it mixed into From Shadows, and I think it mixed into Yang's new song after that.
I never pick up on the music.
Yeah,
so.
I will be talking about the music at the very end, because the music at the very end is amazing. The new credit song, which I never actually noticed when we were doing the reaction, but I've listened to it shit tons since, and I was like, oh my god, this song. Yeah, so Weiss is on her way to Haven. She's a stowaway, which I think is kind of a very strange turnaround for Weiss, because I remember in Volume 1 she was like bitching at Sun for being like a stowaway and getting into places illegally, and now she's literally doing the same thing, which is quite obviously more justified in this case, because like she's escaping a fucking dick of a dad.
I do love the fact that she just sat like perfect form on the box.
She's still got to keep her manners and posture, even as a stowaway. And then obviously with Blake, it was quite clear that she's gonna be taking back that old, we already knew that, but that kind of visual implication is like, here's the shitty flag with the blood on it, here's the nice blue one. It's a nice flag.
It is good.
Yeah, and they're obviously gonna be heading to Haven. And then we had Yang's new outfit, which was like the best about the whole episode. No, not quite.
Maybe not.
I've been waiting for it all volumes, so I was like, I couldn't wait to see the damn thing in full, and I was just like, yes. She just looks she looks so cool. She looks like a gunslinger with a robot arm. It's good shit.
I can't wait to see how strong the actual robot arm is
in combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like grabbing Ruby's scythe.
Yeah.
Just so. Like bruh.
She does a bit of special effects and just like crush old Yang with this. Yeah, no, I can't wait to see that in proper combat. Although I do wonder if she's totally recovered from everything.
No, probably not mentally.
I hope not. Like, that sounds mean. She's my favourite character, and I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't be recovered, but it's, like, it doesn't make sense that she would be absolutely fine. Like, I feel like something will set her off, but not to the point where she goes completely backwards. But,
yeah.
Like, an initial kind of, oh, actually, as much as I feel ready, this is the first combat that I ran into, proper combat, which might freak her out a bit.
I think seeing Blake might freak her out a wee bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
don't know. We'll talk about that in Volume 5 prediction video, because that is obviously going to be one of the key plots in the beginning. But yeah, other than that, like, we've got the Lionheart thing. That was probably one of the most important things in the finale right at the end.
Sort of cemented the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Lionheart.
Yep.
All
Tin
that
Man.
good stuff.
Tin Man.
That's...
Like Glinda.
Yeah, no, yeah. What are you talking about? Glinda's the Scarecrow, dude.
Yeah, so that confirmed that, and it also, the Cowardly Lion is pretty indicative, and the fact that he was talking about Salem to old Watts on a Team Witch. It doesn't bode well for Haven's future, but again, I feel like Haven's going to survive. I think something bad's going to happen to Atlas, not Haven.
Really?
Yeah.
And then Weiss will be like, oh no!
Why does she have that accent?
Oh no!
Do that again.
Oh no! From now on, I will be voicing Vale Weiss.
Yeah, Kara's just lost her job. Do you?
Can only do one line, but
yeah. Oh no!
Weiss, what are you doing here? Oh no!
This is such a ramble. But yeah, that was our general thoughts on the
general
finale.
thoughts.
General. Why does it deserve a salute?
This is general.
Yeah. Yes. So we will be doing a predictions video for Volume 5 and a complete like overall review of Volume 4. But obviously that'll be a long thing, so separate video.
Isn't that spooky?
Yes. Although it'll be exact. We're filming it right now because we're lazy cunts. So the outfits aren't even going to change. I mean, not that it's noticeable with me, but with you it is a bit more. Because you're going to have that same shirt on. Or you
I
can
always wear this shirt though.
That's true. And that shark hat.
And the shark hat.
So we'll be seeing you on some kind of flipping site.
See the side that's not been flipped?
Yeah.
Flip it, and that side. That's...
Yeah.
There.
That's code.
That's
how we know
we're here. See, there. See that... Not that you're gonna go all the way round. Maybe, like, you're a burrower. A burrower. You
What?
just, like, burrow through the flip side to the flip side from the side.
I'm gonna ruin your hand movement.
Oh, no!
Let's just end it on that. End it on that.